So I'm at my former roommate's place. He's an IT consultant, and he does IT work on the side too from his house. So he's working on a laptop for a friend slash client, and his wife and I are watching Animaniacs, and I noticed something that I never noticed before back in the 90s, and that is the intro to Pinky and the Brain pays homage to THX 1138, which makes perfect sense because after all, George Lucas and Steven Spielberg are friends. But I never noticed that before. And that's probably because back in the 90s I hadn't seen THX 1138. I have a can of tea here. Go ahead and break that open. I need to respec. First check the shops. Also, I can hold off on that. Upgrading the bank. Since I have this Butte, which I paid nearly 2 million simoleons for, and it was well worth it. Will be well worth it, I should say. I have more of an incentive to invest in Smirk. And at level 40, I'll probably be utilizing Trespass in conjunction with a Skullmasher. And that is going to be a blast. Something I've never done before. Because of how rare the Skullmasher is. I know that I've got +3 Predator. Would prefer +2 or 3 Focus. But I'm working with what I've got here. And I'm also trying to figure out a plan that's superior to my current plan. Out for Blood, I've always found to be better than Riotous Remedy for healing in battle. But do I want to put 5 into a rogue skill and 3 into this one? This is what I'm really going for, Out for Blood. You know what? Smirk is what did I have before? Swift Strike? It doesn't matter. This is a good configuration. I will work with this. Now, do I want to use the Cobra or that Iridian Blaster? Well, I got so much use out of that Iridian Blaster, I think I need to use the Cobra more before I retire it. And it won't be fully outmoded until level 37. Battle plan. Just to review. Trash Coast. Then Old Haven. Oh, I haven't talked about this yet. I'm so glad Borderlands World has this feature that allows you to review echo recordings. Borderlands 2 doesn't have that. And as often as echo recordings and or characters speaking in the present interrupt each other and cancel out each other's messages, it would certainly be nice to be able to do that. That drives me nuts. That drives me nuts because as a paragon of lawful good, I'm an advocate of clear and concise communication between persons.
Who needs a real doctor when you got my machines and their scary needles? In a world of no guarantees, you can always count on Marcus Gunn.
I could go destroy another rack hive just for fun. Glorious. So this is basically a payload rifle. Different from an anti-material rifle, although it certainly could be considered anti-material.
That hurt?
Just for the bonus damage, it's the only reason I switched that. Something I severely love about Borderlands 2 is that any weapon can have... You see it doing a dance like that?
Like that?
Any weapon can have a bayonet attached to it, even if it's elemental.
Keep walking.
No. It's therapeutic. He's doing a dance too.
So many to choose from.
This would be, I'm making an educated guess here. Level 25 and 28. Since they're a doll and a Torg. The 25 doll with that Type 2 barrel will likely have an accuracy rating, I'd hazard a guess, somewhere in the low 20s. And that Torg with a Type 1 barrel, about comparable. And they both have Type 1 cylinders. Oh, less than 20. Mid-20s. The Type 1 barrel on a shotgun is typically more accurate than a Type 2. But the Type 2 offers more damage. The pattern works like revolver barrels, and I've probably mentioned this in past episodes, but I'm reiterating just for those of you viewers who might just be tuning into this series. I never assume that all viewers are regular viewers. You could be an irregular viewer, and that's fine by me.
What, did he like that? Let's teach him a lesson.
Frag Stealer.
Let's see you run from this.
Your grenades are too plain. Now, are pretty good. It just wasn't anywhere close to me when it merved. I forget what MERV stands for. It, as an acronym, it originally referred to a type of rocket style of vehicle. I think the V stands for vehicle. That deploys probes, basically. Or something to that effect. Well, aren't you the master of timing? Truxican death machine. Did you spawn on top of you, or might as well. Make sure Bloodwing doesn't feel left out. I shouldn't be missing those shots. Well, that looks nice and foreboding. At the beginning of this episode, I was talking about Pinky and the Brain and THX 1138. I can't get my friends to watch THX 1138, even though they love Star Wars. My logic was, well, don't you want to watch one of George Lucas's pre-Star Wars movies? What I personally consider it to be his original masterpiece, THX 1138. You ever play the game Codename Tenka? Any version of it? Well, there's a screen. It's like I forget if it's option menu or... Anyway, it has the serial number HXT 8131. And it didn't occur to me back in the 90s, just as with Animaniacs, that has to be
Nothing like a challenging kill.
a reference to George Lucas's original masterpiece. State-of-the-art bang bang. Actually, this one isn't exactly state-of-the-art, since it isn't well parted. Don't make me do stuff I don't want to do. See? Now I'm cheesed off. I'm gonna have to take out my frustration on hapless spider ants. See what happened there? I was trying to pick up the cash. But the game don't know no better. Yeah, I know. I feel like I'm going around in circles here. This looks familiar.
Grip the flesh!
Did he just get lit up by his own ally? Oh, you know what? Since I'm here, I might as well do this one. The more immersive details, the bugs flying around the corpse. I'm guessing that was more of a yawn than a roar. Off you go. Oh, that's a rather quaint little hut. Here we go. Yeah. Now, what is this going to be? Judging by the colors, I'm guessing pangolin. So, so if it's hunter class mod, maybe it's a survivor or scavenger. Called it. The bandits' plan apparently was to train Scrappy to be a pit fighter. Sad that people do that with dogs in real life. I mean, what are we, barbarians here? Consult the map. Yep, I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Oh, I know what I was doing wrong. I was thinking backwards. For some reason, I was thinking I had to bring the abdomen here, but no. This is where I acquire it.
What? You didn't like that?
Lethal strike, don't fail me.
What? You didn't like that?
Cycling. 0.8 on a semi-auto. A result of this gun being poorly parted. Tarantella. Obviously a play on tarantula. This is the right tool for this job. See?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
I wonder what that tastes like. Next best thing to a Skullmaster, I imagine, to use in conjunction with Trespass, especially as a ranger, would be this style of Hyperion death gun. I've noticed most Mordy players don't commonly make extensive use of melee. But I know I'm not the only one. I can't be the only one. Otherwise, the Truxican Wrestler class mod wouldn't exist. Wasn't I strafing?
That hurt?
Mask of the Red Death.
That hurt?
Oh.
Trophy from my wall.
See that? If I had fired a split second
What?
sooner.
You didn't like that?
Haha, I stole your frag. Now I'm the frag stealer.
Blast him!
Level 19.
There's too many!
At this point, shouldn't it be 28?
Feel it!
Blew his head off with a shotgun at that range. I could get some use out of that, maybe, but I'm probably not going to. Take a swig of my tea. Bit of a Mario maneuver.
Boom!
Hop on its head. Carapace. Cephalothorax.
Did that hurt?
Actually, it's a bit hard to describe just how these creatures are put together. Because they're kind of arachnid and kind of insectoid. Which is why they're called spider ants.
So big, so angry, so dead.
Oh, I just thought of this. I have thought about it before, though. In Borderlands 2, Morty's introduction, he says that line, so big, so angry, so dead. Or, so loud, so angry, so dead, I think. But when he does that, Bloodwing lands on his right forearm. But he wears a falconer's bracer, or whatever you call that, on his left forearm, and that's what that thing is for. So why not have it the other way? Why not have Bloodwing land on his left forearm? Of course, that would necessitate that the scene that he walk out of the tower the other way. But yeah. Oh no, you are not stealing my frag. Stay back. It's mine.
Feel it!
I'd score just a bit of a cleaner shot. That's a reasonably accurate shotgun.
What?
No, it
You
isn't.
like that?
It only appeared to be. Oh, grody.
Blood! That hurt?
He must have ran all the way over there from up there. A white label SNS. This will most likely be a level 22. Has a Type 2 barrel. It has, I think that's a Type 3 stock. Type 2 receiver. It'll most likely have a 4.9 fire rate, maybe 7.6. I will go and turn in well, I think I'll go to Crazy Earl's first. Because I haven't visited that nut bar in some time. Nut bar, nut cake, nutter. He's not crazy, he just doesn't like it. And who can blame him in a world like this? But I still don't understand that Hitler tash. I think he would look better with a Zapata style mustache. That's what Hulk Hogan is famous for. I mean, he didn't invent the style, but he certainly helped its popularity. Yes, that's called a Zapata, not a handlebar. Handlebar mustache is more like Yosemite Sam. I killed Skagzilla twice. I feel the need to kill Rackhive twice for the sake of consistency. Nah, that would just be a silly waste of time. Only since I'm doing a Let's Play. If I was just playing the game just to play it, I'd definitely test out maybe my Iridian blaster on the Rack Hive.
Customize your grenades with a new mod today.
The rewards for these are both Morty style guns. But by this point they will be under-leveled. How do I get that skag pile to appear? There we go. Just have to walk past a certain invisibarrier.
Yep. What you want?
Level 19. Scrappy dudes. That's a clever double entendre.
Don't you hurry back.
Or double entendre, as most say. Did he just appear there? I actually never thought to pay attention to that. Or did he come out from some hole?
If you need healing, step right up. In a world of no guarantees, you can always count on Marcus guns.
Probably not going to bother checking both shops, nor am I going to check that red chest because I'm almost 34. I'm probably going to sell everything that's below level 31. Yes, including the Cobra. I will check this shop just out of curiosity, not expecting anything
Wanna shoot a lot of bullets
spectacular.
really fast? Vladov has your needs covered.
Because by this level, I might come across a level 28. Phew. Well, of course, I have to get some use out of this. Has the bad reload. I take it back. I don't need to get use out of this.
Here.
Again, just out of curiosity, I know I'm over-leveled for this shot. Just a few more seconds.
find it. If you need healing, step right up.
I really don't think I'm going to be getting any use out of the writer on Playthru-1. Probably will on Playthru-2.
If he took more than one shot, you weren't using a Jacobs.
I can't bring myself to do it, not until I actually hit level 34. Once I hit level 34, I'll probably be using this Swift Masher as my primary weapon. Oh. Hey. I'll go with what I've got.
Going up to the vault? Better arm yourself with the best. Step right up.
Go ahead and get that out of the way. So you don't necessarily have to take out shielded, armored lancers with acid. Well, it certainly helps. It's not obligatory. It looks like a flat off hunter, a hunter class mod for a hunter. Oh. I like ammo regen. I prefer SNS for gunslinger. Never had lethal strike fail me that many times in a row. Huh. Didn't know you could do this. 67.4. I knew you could get up there. I didn't know you could jump on that first awning. Mongol. Oops. Wasn't checking my feet. No, sir, I don't like it. I'm not impressed. But slightly overconfident on my part. I thought I would kill them faster than that. It's a level 28 legendary rocket launcher. Didn't impress me. That's a bit of an unrealistic expectation.
Hyperion asks,
There.
what good is a gun that doesn't shoot where you point? Get a gun that's as accurate as you are.
Not impressed with this either. It would be interesting if you could use it as a mortar. See, why bother when you can just do that and it takes fewer shots? once again. But you know how my fascination with indirect fire weapons. If you're one of my regulars, you already know that. As per Stalker, the first game series I ever played that had aimable grenade launchers. On one of my brick builds, I scored a corrosive Leviathan, and it was incredible. It just annihilated Lancers.
Another trophy for my wall.
See, this type of sight is difficult to judge. Let's see if it functions as a mortar. No, it's too difficult. That was Merv, I believe.
So big, so angry, so dead.
Atlas spares no expense in making
Well,
guns that excel in every area.
I got some use out of those. Might have gotten more, but I'm not brick right now. This is getting sold too. I know the reason I was missing is because I was getting shot. But uh-oh. You guys are under-equipped. Isn't it interesting that most of them don't even use Atlas weaponry? Torg SMG.
That hurt?
could have sworn there was a claptrap to rescue. Somewhere in this vicinity. Oh, does that have... Nope. Was hoping for ammo regen. Burst fire weapons, or more specifically burst fire combat rifles, not ideal for close quarters. Something level 28, something interesting. A level 22 and a 25. A Ted and a Mal.
Wow, you're not dead?
Another day, another kill.
They hate music. Something they have in common with Patricia Tennant.
If the Lance are taking an interest in what we're doing, then things just got a lot more dangerous. For you, not for me. I'm safe and sipping a nice chamomile. They know the legend of the Vault too, and it is unlikely they will simply let you walk in unopposed and cheerful. Also, I have butter cookies.
What kind of cookies? Oh, by the way, the idea of INTJs being insensate, that is, being less than capable of partaking in sensual pleasures, is bunk. Now that I'm level 34, it's time to go retrieve my master. But first, I should farm. Or grind, or whatever. Make sure Bloodwing doesn't feel left out. Don't attack the turret. Waste of effort to attack the turret.
Like that?
Oh. I probably won't find anything higher than level 28. I don't really feel like farming the whole place. Stuck. Clever. Oh, 6 XP, not even worth it. But that answers a question that I just had in my mind. How much XP you get for destroying a Scorpio turret. Did it once. Should be able to do it again. Not worth the effort. I can't even get up here now. Oh. Not that it's a huge deal, it's just annoying. Stuck. Getting stuck on the scenery. I don't like that. Truxican death machine.
Want to shoot a lot of bullets really fast?
Now I hear.
Has your needs covered.
Now I get it. Because otherwise there'd be 2 claptraps on this one map. So after you rescue that claptrap from there, Well, that's a different claptrap. Different color.
Nothing like a challenging kill.
We do it, doll. Of course, I was looking at the doll logo on the toolbox. That's why I said that. Set of matching Vlad, level 28.
Yesterday's philosophy is tank plus ammo capacity equals I win.
Alice machine gun. Oh. Plain old white Atlas machine gun. Type 2 receiver, Type 2 barrel. I think that's Type 3 stock. This one's parted in a manner similar to that SNS I found back at the Trash Coast. This will most likely have an accuracy of 72.4, maybe 74.4. 72.4.
I can see the tone.
They were really that desperate? That's ill.
I'm detecting a motor unit malfunction. I can't move. I'm paralyzed with fear.
I guess I will. I mean, I might as well. Explosive let-off machine gun? Yes. I need another swig of my tea. What a perfect alcove. Can't shoot through walls. Did you drop something down there? Nope. Oh, inexcusable. Missed it many times. Even with an ammo regen gun.
That hurt.
You can't hit jack squat. Level 28 torque, blue label, type 5 barrel. It'll have an accuracy rating of estimated educated guess 68 point something, 68.2 maybe. Fire rate will be maybe 1.2, and it looks like it has a type 4 cylinder. $68.2, 1.1. And that, let's see if that's a Torg Double anarchy. Is that does the steel material type? Oh, it doesn't have a stock. Well, let's get some use out of these very fine torque weapons. That was just wishful thinking on my part, hoping it would be a double anarchy. I guess it was a good thing I decided to scrounge around this place after all. I sometimes have good hunches, don't I?
Jacob's cats do one thing really well. Power. And honestly, what else do you need?
Whole bunch of identicals. Common as they are, it's still rare to see that many copies of anything. Double anarchy versus fascism. Actually, I don't agree with either philosophy. Technically, neither Atlas nor Hyperion are fascist in the traditional sense of the term. That term fascist gets thrown around a lot. Fascist, fascism. Those words get thrown around a lot. When Mussolini used the word corporatism, he wasn't talking about corporations. He was using that word in the Latin sense. Because he believed his regime to be resurrected Roman Empire, which is what Hitler thought of his regime also, which was why it was called the Third Reich, Third Empire. But Mussolini, when he used the word corporatism, it meant incorporated as one body. In other words, collectivism. Which is, of course, a philosophy for the weak. The weak-minded.
Cheap, reliable, lightweight, and incredibly fast reload speeds. TDR makes an easy-to-use gun.
I'm detecting a motor. Unit malfunction.
This is fun. I'm having too much fun here. Hold that shield up higher. Never tried this before. Oh, that's right. It's a good thing I did. I might have forgotten about these things. I feel the need to use a matching set of Torg stuff now. Since after all, I still have this. Let's see
It's a
if...
real doctor when you get my machines and they're scary
Ta-da.
things. Comes can improve accuracy, regenerate ammo, or even heal you. Get yours right here.
I guess I have to get some use out of this. I mean, some more use out of this double ammo.
There's no expense in making guns that excel in every area.
Type 1 barrel, Type 3 barrel.
The lads are the best armed mercs out there. You need something better. First aid kit. You won't regret it.
I feel the need to check out T-Bone Junction. I've always liked the design of SMGs in this game. They look more like bullpup assault rifles. Their general layout, regardless of make or model, is... well, it reminds me of the 9mm SMG version of the Steyr AUG. And I forget what that's called.
a trusty gun by your side.
More interested in pangolin rubberized.
Going too slow.
Grenades nobody else likes. I think for a lot of people it's because they associate them with the
Excellent. You see my gun?
Valued customer.
trashy
Buy an Atlas.
rubberized grenades
If you like to hold the power of the gun
in Borderlands
in
2.
your hands.
Remember me when you get some more bread to burn. Excellent.
I've probably mentioned that in a previous episode. Like I've said so many times, though, I don't make it a point to keep track of that sort of thing. Also, it's worth reiterating. Try them out.
What is
You
it?
can rebound them off walls, around corners, which makes them great for indoor battling.
Just tell me if you need anything.
Since I'm going to be using a masher, since a masher is a substitute for a shotgun, then hold that thought. I know it's a white label. It's got a Type 1 barrel. It's level 33. It's an Explodey Hyperion. It's, I wonder what its accuracy rating will be. I forget what the accuracy rating is for a Hyperion with a Type 1 barrel. Better than I thought it would be. What was I yammering about? So now I lost my train of thought. It's not a big deal. Oh yeah, if you pack a masher and a shotgun, then you want one to throw a tight pattern and one to throw a loose pattern. And even at its tightest, even at its loosest, mashers still throw relatively tight patterns. The masher with the loosest pattern is a Tediore with a Type 2 barrel, which I know I mentioned that way back, like a dozen or more episodes ago. Back around Tanis's place with the spider ants. If I remember.
Don't mind if I do.
Type 2 barrel, the worst barrel to have on a sniper rifle. Type 3 scope. I always favor Ranger over Hunter. Type 4 cylinder on this Torg. Knurled cylinder, which as I've said before makes it look like a power tool. I love that. A maniacal power tool. I do like bladed revolvers. Should I continue using the Gorilla or switch to the Unyielding? Never mind label color. Good resale value. Good resale value on both of these shotguns also. I will go ahead and sell the Torg Power Tool shotgun. Looks like even more of a power tool if it has a Type 3 or 4 barrel. I'll go ahead and retire the Cobra. I have to get some use out of the Double Anarchy. Type 3 barrel. When you have a master accessory on this barrel type, it looks like it's just hanging by a A paper clip or something. Type 1 barrel, no notch in the rear sight. Type 3 barrel, no notch in the rear sight. Those sights look fine. As do those. All these multi-projectile weapons. This is looking better and better. Oh, what am I on the lookout for? Pangolin or Malawan, level 34, grenade mod. Explosive, corrosive, electric. Level 34 Malawan Survivor class mod. And or level 31 SNS Ranger. Similar to this one, but with focus instead of predator. And I don't think I can think of any specific weapons I'm on the lookout for. At least not at this juncture. I'll be having lots of fun with this and this. Two shotgun alternatives. And I would say they look about evenly matched. As in a functional pair. One for close range, one for long range by shotgun standards. Till next time, catch you on the flip side.